betting spy tips for Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City in the Premier League. If the betting market is right, there's a greater than 80% chance that we'll see the 2018-19 Premier League champions kick off their campaign today. Settled down Arsenal fans. Liverpool beat West Ham 4-1 twice last season, but if you're toying with the idea of 12-1 for the same again scoreline at Anfield, 1:30 p.m., resist. Those 4-1 wallopings might as well have been Rumbelows Cup ties played on a plastic pitch in the land of Narnia, for all the weight we can confidently give that form now. The Hammers have been transformed. Into what, remains to be seen. New boss, upwards of £100 million splurged, 9 new players in, half a dozen out, plus loan shuffling everywhere. If you know what happens next, tell Manuel Pellegrini, as the suspense is putting him off his weedy banks. The old irons leaked like a sieve, but getting with Liverpool scorers today means bending over for bad prices, and that's no way to start a season. There does look to be some meat left on the Liverpool win to nil at 6-5. The Reds kept clean sheets in 12 of 18 home games last season, winning 9-0, and Pellegrini's instinct for promoting flair could backfire here. New era Arsenal are assured of receiving the famous expectant hush from the Emirates faithful when Manchester City visit, 4 p.m. Listen very carefully and you might also be able to make out the sound of Kashtin owner Alisher Usmanov twirling his trousers above his head and calling for the fine wines. Back champagne Sergio Aguero to score 2 or more at 6-1, Sky, and anytime at the general evens. Burnley were in Turkey on Thursday night, with not a single shot on target in a 0-0. The Clarets are still 3 games away from reaching the group stage, but who's counting? It will be a very different lineup at Southampton, 1:30 p.m., though Sean Dyche should be sticking to the method, and throwing giant Chris Wood at Saints' slightly titchy defense. Punt Wood first goal scorer at 7-1 and anytime scorer at 13-5, bet 365. If he starts. The Kiwi missed the Turkey game after an insect bit him, quite possibly a large moth. He stands 6'3" in his socks and weighs over 200 pounds, not the moth. If Wood is out, nibble 15 halves no scorer. Last week, winner at 3-1.